fine shorts, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the pageant price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these fillings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
A very pleasant good evening to you as we welcome you inside the gymnasium here on the campus of Casteel High School for a special edition of the Zone 48 Broadcast Network for some Tuesday night hoops. I'm Kevin Derryberry, and we are delighted that you could be with us here on this Tuesday night for Mountain Pointe and the home team, the Colts from Casteel. This is a battle of the 5A Santan region, and the opening tip was controlled by the Mountain Pointe Pride. For Casteel, the home team, entering play with a record of 11-8, led by their third-year head coach, Aaron Windler. And for the Mountain Pointe Pride, they are led by Kamar Price, as the Mountain Pointe Pride enter play with a record of 8-8. And for the Pride, they are 0-1 in the 5A Santan region. And for Casteel, they have played 3 games in the 5A Santan region. They are 2-1. For the Colts, entering play with a record of 4-2 here inside the barn. And we are tied at 2 apiece. Up ahead, handling the basketball there for the Casteel Colts was Nate Coe. Here's the starters for Aaron Windler. It's Jeremiah Newcomb. They call him JJ. He'll wear number 2. And he is certainly a spark plug for this Colts offense. Sean Chance also gets the start, a 5'8" senior. Nate Coe, a shooting guard, will start in the backcourt, a 6'1" senior. Aiden Schmidt at small forward, a 6'2" junior. And then Caden Zurek, the 6'7" senior power forward. The starting 5 for Coach Aaron Windler, assisted by Commander King. For Coach Windler, a one-time head coach at this very Mountain Pointe Pride. A couple years back, Coach Windler was the head coach. I believe he succeeded Brian Fleming back in the day. 2-2 opening quarter as we present tonight's game on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network, presented by State Farm Insurance. In fact, that's Trey Clarkson, State Farm Insurance. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Pulling the trigger on the inbound for Casteel was Sean Chance. In the corner, popping up a right corner three. That was Aiden Schmidt. Shot wouldn't go, but getting the rebound with Sean Chance. Extra opportunity here for Casteel. It's J.J. Newcomb. He'll shoot the three. This one's no good, and getting the rebound on the long carom was Jackson Matthews. Here are the starters tonight for the Mountain Pointe Pride. Again, 8-8, 0-1 in the region. 1-3 in their home contests, and for the Pride, they are 3-3 away from the confines at Mountain Pointe High School. And on neutral floors, Kmart Price's team is 4-2. Mountain Pointe Pride wearing their black uniforms here tonight. Outstanding look. Of course, their patented team colors are maroon and gold, much like Arizona State University. And for Casteel, they're wearing their home whites, trimmed in the navy and gold. The Casteel Colts and the Mountain Pointe Pride, and taking it in right of the key and off the right side of the rim was J.J. Newcomb, and Jeremiah with the easy basket. And it's 4-2 as the Colts turn up the dial defensively. Let's get you our three in the key here for Casteel. It's all about their transition defense tonight. They want to get back and stop the penetration. They want to stop the fast break and that up-tempo game that the Pride like to play with. Pulling up at the free throw line and missing that jump shot there was Javen Price. Grabbing the rebound for Casteel. Here comes Sean Chance to the far side, and that ball is taken away. There's a steal by Jackson Matthews. He'll push it ahead to Javen Price. Cut off there by that defense. It looks like some sort of a zone, like a 1-2-2 zone for Casteel. Navigating around the defense and trying to put a shot up was Aiden Price. He couldn't get the shot to go. And ripping down the board for the Colts was Aiden Schmidt. For Casteel, averaging 59.7 points a game, while they surrender 52.9 points per contest. On the other side of the ledger for Mountain Pointe, they pump it up to a tune of 64.8 points a ball game. That shot wouldn't go by Newcomb. With a rebound for the Pride, that was Aiden Price into the front court. Here comes Mountain Pointe. Pass to the corner, baseline drive by Jackson Matthews. Back up top from the right wing, slash into the basket, putting up a shot. Price wouldn't get it, and controlling the glass was Amos Price. You've got Amos Price, Aiden Price, and Javen Price with Jackson Matthews and Joseph Lindsay, the starting five. Lindsay will start tonight's game as a freshman for Coach Kmart Price. And that ball will go out of bounds. For Kmart Price, now in his fourth year. He was the 6A Central Region Coach of the Year just one season ago. For Mountain Pointe, they dropped down a level from the 6A Conference to the 5A. And this is their first year here in the 5A this evening. In fact, this is the first ever meeting between these two programs, the Casteel Colts and the Mountain Pointe Pride. Good defense there by Mountain Pointe, and taking a timeout as Coach Windler to save the possession. Sean Chance was about 4 seconds on the 5-second clock. And with 4:16 to go in the opening quarter, we get a pause of the action on the timeout by the Casteel Colts. It's 4-2 as Coach Windler will talk things over, and this will allow us to give you our AIA officials here for tonight's contest. We are privileged to have David Alvarez as our referee one. He'll be accompanied by Johnny Price and DJ Hurd, a very talented three-man crew. And how about David Alvarez, the pride of the great State 48. David Alvarez in the year 2020 was the lead official on the gridiron in the Sugar Bowl for Clemson and Ohio State. And that is hanging out with some people of some high esteem, that's for sure. David Alvarez, one of the good guys in the AIA, an outstanding official. But when you see an Arizonan or a Phoenician go big, you're certainly proud of his accomplishments. And we are here, friends of David Alvarez. Outstanding accomplishment for him. Handle the basketball with 3 to shoot. From the parking lot, it's J.J. Newcomb, and Jeremiah Newcomb dials long and connects, and the Colts go out front here by 5 with 3:47 to go. Good defense by the Colts as they turn up the dial defensively. There's a steal. That defense was set up there by Nate Coe and company, and now we're going to get a travel call. Johnny Price right there to make the call, and giving way here for Mountain Pointe will be Jackson Matthews, the junior point guard. And checking in for Mountain Pointe, Edward Youngston. Into the front court, there is Youngston. Over there to play a little defense was the 6'7" power forward Caden Zirek. On the court is Caleb Brown, the 6'6", 210-pound junior power forward for Coach Windler. His team up by 5. They get the ball inside the paint to Javen Price. He makes a move, goes to the left side, and he'll score it. Javen Price, and it's 7-4. On the floor here for Mountain Pointe, Joseph Lindsay, Javen Price, Aiden Price, Amos Price, and Edward Youngston. And I will mention this, if you're watching tonight's game and you're saying, hey, number 10 is not Edward Youngston, that's Eddie Youngston. We are in the belief that Edward and Eddie are one of the same. And for Eddie Youngston, a 6'1" sophomore shooting guard. In the paint and getting caught shuffling the deck, if you will, was Joseph Lindsay. David Alvarez right there to make the call. 3:05 remaining. Opening 8 here in the eastern part of the state. We are in Queen Creek, Arizona, bringing you tonight's game here on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. I'm Kevin Derryberry, and we are accompanied by my partner, the man bringing you all the imagery, our technical producer, Mr. Greg Jones. So they'll talk things over, and they just want to make sure that they get the clock set straight. 35 seconds on the shot clock. 3:05 on the game clock here in this 7-4 ball game, and there's a technical foul assessed to the Colts, and shooting the technical free throw, in this case for Mountain Pointe, is Aiden Price. So Price, the southpaw, will let this one fly, and this one is all nylon. For Mountain Pointe, they lost a couple of big guns from their team from a year ago. They lost all-conference second-teamer Mark Brown, who averaged 17.8 points a ball game. He went on to new endeavors at another program. And for True Washington, the Region Offensive Player of the Year, Region Player of the Year, and Co-Offensive Player of the Year in the 6A Conference, that was True Washington. He moved on and took his talent to AZ Compass. So when you have a lot of talent like the Pride do, other schools come a calling. And that recruiting process, or the idea of it anyway, the greener pastures, or the idea of extending your education at another program, or perhaps bettering your chances of, athletically speaking, to get an opportunity at a scholarship perhaps, playing in a different type of athletic, very team-oriented concept where basketball is the thing. 3-point goal, right corner pocket, Brock Shepard, nothing but nylon, and the Casteel Colts lead it here 10-5. They've doubled up the lead on the Pride. Good passing by Mountain Pointe as they continue to move the ball at a rapid pace. Now handling rock. Out front was Eddie Youngston. Playing catch with it in the corner. With a touch was Amos Price. Pull up from the free throw line and knock it down. The mid-range jump shot is Javen Price. And the Mountain Pointe Pride continue to battle back. It's 10-7. They pull within 3. 2 minutes to go first quarter. Back to the corner. Here's Brock Shepard. He dials long once again, and this one rattled out. Tough break there. That crowd wanted that one to go. On the Euro, taking it in. Shot was sent back. Outstanding defensive play by the Casteel Colts. That was Caleb Brown with the return to center. And here comes Newcomb getting it back on the give and go, and he'll lay it up and score it. J.J. Newcomb with the easy basket. Transition bucket for the Casteel Colts, and Caleb Brown with the dime to Jeremiah Newcomb. And David Alvarez throws up his right arm, indicating a foul here with 1:30 remaining in this opening quarter. Casteel has the 5-point lead, 12-7. Checking in and returning to the lineup for Coach Windler is Caden Zurek. And Aiden Schmidt will also come in. And the all-region stud, Jeremiah Newcomb, will sit down and get a breather here with the final 1:30. Shot down in the paint, wouldn't go. Good look for Aiden Price, but getting the rebound with the Casteel Colts. Nate Coe across the court over to Caleb Brown. There's Aiden Schmidt on the drive. Drop it off for Caleb Brown. He'll use the right hand, and he'll go up strong, and he'll score it off the glass. Nice passing there by the Casteel Colts. With 1:12 to go, Kmart Price will take a 60-second timeout for the Mountain Point Pride. And our score, the Casteel Colts have doubled up the Mountain Point Pride 14-7. We'll take a short timeout. You're watching high school basketball, a special edition of High School Hoops on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network, brought to you by Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, but I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
For Aaron Windler's Casteel Colts, 11-8, 4-2 here at home. And they're led by Nate Coe, who leads the team in scoring 11.6 points a ball game. Also dishing out a couple of assists each game. J.J. Newcomb, 11.3 points a contest, and is an outstanding free throw shooter. So at clutch time, I want to put the rock into the hands of J.J. Newcomb. Aiden Schmidt, 5 boards a game. Caden Zurich also impressive with this game down low, averaging 7 rebounds a game. And there's a steal on the interior. That steal is by Aiden Schmidt. Tough break for Coach Kmart Price in the Pride right after a timeout. First thing his team does is have the ball stolen from him. Here's Brock Shepard with that white headband. On the drive, here comes Aiden Schmidt. His runner from the baseline is no good. And grabbing the rebound for Mountain Point was Amos Price. Handle the rock out front as Aiden Price gets the ball in the hands of Javen. Price back to Eddie Youngston. Playing catch with it in the corner. It was Aiden Price with a touch to go back to Aiden. He drives on the baseline, cut off there by Caleb Brown. Shot goes up by Youngston, and the ball will be ruled out of bounds. The ball bounced up, hit the apparatus, and that is a dead ball. Possession to Casteel. As Caleb Brown might be talking a little funny, he took a shot to the midsection. 25.2 remaining, and that pass is picked off and stolen, and scoring it off the window is Javen Price. So the Caleb Brown inbound pass hit the side of the hoop. It was a loose ball, and Javen Price picked it up and scored it, and it's 14-9. Final 10 seconds of our first 8. It's Coe being hounded defensively by Youngston. Out up top, they go to Sean Chance. He'll throw one up as time expires, and that was a shot well beyond the three-point line. And we will hit triple zeros here inside the gymnasium. Our score after our first 8 minutes. The Colts from Casteel, 14, and the Pride from Mountain Point, 9. We'll take a short timeout. You're watching high school basketball on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. We welcome you back inside Colts Gymnasium on the campus of Casteel High School as we continue play here in the second quarter of the 5A Santan Region Tilt. There's a shot by Caden Zurich and a putback by Caleb Brown is up and good, and the Colts lead it here 16-9. Coach Aaron Windler, the front man for Casteel, now in his third year, 25-17 as he takes the floor here tonight. That shot wouldn't go. Here comes Newcomb for the trailer, and the trailer is Caden Zurich, and Caden Zurich gets the shot to go. Excellent patience there from Jeremiah Newcomb. And for JJ, kind of the catalyst here. And you look at Newcomb's upper body, he's got some pipes. He's got that football body, to say the least. Played for the Casteel football team, played for his dad, of course, Bobby Newcomb, the head coach. And here comes Caden Zurich with a +1 opportunity. 18-9, the Colts have doubled up the Pride, make it 19-9. Pride trailing by 11. Cross-court pass. It was a dangerous pass, but Amos Price there to collect it. Quickly was Javen Price. Now they go to the baseline. There's Aiden Price, and he'll work the baseline, drive in, float it up over the defense, and score it. Aiden Price with the basket. Here comes Newcomb quickly out of backcourt to the corner for Chance. He'll shoot it, and the three is no good, and collecting the rebound was Eddie Youngston. Push it up ahead to Amos Price. Here comes the trailer, Javen Price. He'll shoot it. Can't get the shot, fighting for the loose ball, and a great box out underneath by Caden Zurich. He was boxing out Joseph Salcido, and he did a great job of doing that. And now we're going to get a whistle as the Colts will turn it over for Jeremiah Newcomb, an all-region performer last year in the 5A Santan region. For the Casteel Colts, a very young program, founded in 2015. Three try from the corner wouldn't go. Good look there from Amos Price, just couldn't get the shot. And with the rebound there is Aiden Schmidt. They push it to the hands of J.J. Newcomb. Now it's Newcomb got it tied up, and now it's ripped away and stolen. So the Pride with a steal there on a Euro step, shooting it from right of the paint. Shot wouldn't go. That was a look from Amos Price, and the Colts will come away with it. From the corner, it's Brock Shepard. Take it in, shoot it. Wild shot, couldn't get it. And getting the rebound was Eddie Youngston. Pride want to push the tempo. Back to Price. Price over to Price to Youngston. Step into a three. This one's off the heel of the iron. No good. Long rebound come out to Brock Shepard. And a nice job by Shepard to seal everybody off and control the boards. 19-11 our score in the second quarter with 5:40 to go. Here's Newcomb picking up his dribble. Now he goes to Shepard. Shepard lowers the shoulder, changes direction, goes back left, and he'll drop it off underneath for Aiden Schmidt, and Aiden Schmidt will power it up, use the glass, and score it over the defense. Outstanding work by the Colts, Aiden Schmidt. Good ball movement again by the Pride. On the dribble drive to the baseline, pull up and shoot it from 16 feet away, wouldn't go for Aiden Price. Here comes Newcomb. Whips the pass across over to Schmidt. Back to the corner they go to Brock Shepard. Newcomb had a chance at it, and then they kind of feed down low to Aiden Schmidt. Aiden Schmidt touched it last, couldn't control it, and the ball will go out of bounds. Possession to Mount Pointe. This is the 7th year of the Casteel basketball program. And there's a steal on the open floor. Here comes Aiden Schmidt. It's 2-on-1, and Aiden Schmidt goes strong to the 10, and on his way up, he's going to be hacked in the act. So the foul's committed on Javen Price, and for Javen, that is just his, I believe that's his first. When you think about the head coach, Kamar Price, and then you've got Amos Price, Aiden Price, and Javen Price. Kamar's sister has a couple of offspring on this team, so it would be Uncle Kamar in many cases. First free throw was good, second one's on the way, and Aiden Schmidt hit them both. So Aiden Schmidt, an average of 9.7 points a ball game, having himself a solid first half. 23-11, Colts have the lead. There's a steal at half court. It's Nate Coe. He'll take it in, and he'll lay it up and score it. Nate Coe with the theft at center court, and then the finish up the other end. Now there's another steal. Right now the Pride are having a difficult time handling rock, and now there's going to be a tie-up at the center court. Kmart Price is going to take the timeout. He will preserve the possession here. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and meanwhile one of the members of the Pride still down on his backside. If I had a guess, I'd say that's Aiden Price, but we'll wait and see. Meanwhile, Joseph Salcido will stand over his teammate, as it looks like Mr. Price is kind of breathing a little bit heavy. And now he's going to work his way back up. Price wearing those optic green shoes. It is indeed Aiden Price, the senior. There's a couple of baskets here in this game. And he is slow to get up here. So for Aiden, he'll shake off the cobwebs here with 4:29 to go. It's 25-11. We're watching tonight's game on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. One other programming note, we will have another game right here on the Zone 48 on February 3rd. It's a Friday night. It's hoop coming at Peoria High School. And it will be the Peoria Panthers and head coach Dr. Patrick Patillo and the Skyhawks from Deer Valley and their head coach Jed Dunn. So two tremendous coaches on Hoop Coming 2023 from Peoria. It's the 100th year of Peoria High School, so a lot going on the third day of February. You might want to go ahead and, if you haven't done so already, log on to the Zone 48 Broadcast Network on YouTube and hit that like button, I think is what you're supposed to say, and I think we want people to subscribe. That's how we're going to play it here, at least on this night. 25-11, that three wouldn't go. Checking in was Logan Damari, and Damari hoisted up a triple and just couldn't get the shot. But it was a good look. Second quarter action here in Queen Creek, way out east. The three in the key for Kmart Price tonight. It's about creating turnovers for his team to get buckets in the transition category. And scoring it down low is Javen Price. Nice work working left of the rim. Went up and used the glass and got that basket to go. 25-13. 12-point advantage. On the baseline with some nifty handles with Sean Chance. Checking in for Casteel is Nathan Houston. So Nathan Houston is on the court. Let's set you up for Coach Winter. On the floor, Nathan Houston, Kalen Brown, Nate Coe, Aiden Schmidt, and Sean Chance. On the court for Kmart Price, here's Aiden Schmidt, take it in and lay it up with that left hand. Used a strong dribble with his right hand and then finished it with his left. It's 27-13. 14-point advantage here for the Casteel Colts. On the right side is Damari. Skip it across to Javen Price. He'll take it in, throw it up, wild shot, loose ball, and grabbing that loose ball was Aiden Schmidt. One and done on that trip down from Mountain Pointe. 3:17 to go in the second quarter. Corner pocket three for Ho, and he buried it. Nate Coe with the three-point basket. That's Coe, K-O. And for Nate, he had the knockout punch on that last shot. On the drive, it was Schmidt to the corner for Nathan Houston. He gathers, picks up his dribble, going down low to Caleb Brown. He'll shoulder in, and he's going to get called for the offensive foul. Johnny Price right there to make the call. And for Johnny Price, he was in a perfect position there, right on the baseline. And that was an easy call for Mr. Price. Caleb Brown commits the personal foul. 4 team fouls for Mountain Pointe, 2 team fouls for the Casteel Colts. On the inbound here is Aiden Price. Good to see him back on the court. That was Youngstown. He'll cross it over to Javen Price. With a touch, it's Amos Price. And now in the paint with some traffic, we're going to get a foul call. David Alvarez right there to make the call. And at the free throw line is Mountain Pointe's Aiden Price. Aiden averaging right near 26 points a ball game, Coach Kamar had mentioned to me. Of course, as a broadcaster, you're always looking for the updated numbers, the statistics and whatnot. And as we've heard from other coaches before, sometimes it's difficult for the head coach to do everything. So in this case, the statistics are the one thing that can be omitted, at least temporarily. Good look inside by Aiden Price. Just couldn't get that shot to go down. He had great touch around the rim. Just couldn't get that basket to go. 30-13. It's all Casteel here in the first half. And Johnny Price with that mustachio he is sporting with the call here. I believe they had either a clock violation or a shot clock malfunction there. Checking in for Casteel for the second time tonight is Brock Shepard, and he will spell Nathan Houston. Brock Shepard, the sixth man on this Colts team. It's Coe on the inbound. Nate Coe put the ball in the hands of J.J. Newcomb. In between the rings, hesitation, step back three, dial it up, and left it short. And going high in the air to rip down that rebound was Aiden Price. He'll carry it across the 10-second line himself. In between the rings now with it. Price back out to Eddie Youngston. Youngston drives right, moves left now. Had a backdoor cut, nobody was there. Good defense there by Nate Coe. In the paint, pull up and shoot it. Good look there by Aiden Price. Again, just couldn't get that shot to go down. So right now the Mountain Pointe Pride are struggling to score. And you can credit the Casteel defense in many cases for that. But then the Pride also just appear to be a little bit cold. On the inbound, they get it to Javen Price. Works around the defense and he'll score. Javen Price, nice basket as he beat the defender Brock Shepard on that sequence. 1:48 to go to the intermission. And taking it right at the key and all the way in is J.J. Newcomb. For Jeremiah, of course, he's a Cager, played on the football team. How about 847 all-purpose yards playing for Pops? An outstanding wide receiver, might be a better player defensively. Played some corner, has some time in the secondary. First free throw is up and good, making the score 31-15. Back on the court is Ade Schmidt. And Ade Schmidt will give Nate Coe a chance to collect his breath with 1:45 remaining. This Casteel team playing without the services of Carson Ledbetter and Preston Greatgo. Those two guys graduated a year ago. 32-15 after the make by Newcomb. Down low and scoring it is Aiden Price. There's an outstanding pass on the interior. Checking in for Mountain Pointe is Iman Carter. So Carmen is on and he's going to defend Caleb Brown. 32-17. This is Brock Shepard. He'll drive in, leave it for Brown, and Brown will go up strong and finish it with that left hand. Nice teamwork there. Good interior passing by Brock Shepard, and the finish by Caleb Brown. On the drive in and scoring it is Amos Price. Amos Price with the basket. 34-19, final 60 seconds ago in half number one. Around the defense, here comes Aiden Schmidt. He'll go in strong and he will score. Once again, Aiden Schmidt using the window gets the finish, 36-19. The Pride trying to push the tempo. Good ball movement outside the arc. They wheel it around. Good perimeter. On the drive, here comes Javen Price. His shot was stuffed there by J.J. Newcomb. That's a steal by the Casteel Colts point guard. Pass across to Aiden Schmidt. 30 seconds to go. On the drive, take it in. High off the window. Shot's no good. The putback by Caleb Brown is good. A strong take to the 10 by Sean Chance. The rebound and the putback by Caleb Brown was even better. And there's a nifty bucket high on the rim, and no foul called on Aiden Price. Kmart Price looking for a call there. Here's Chance trying to wrap it around Caleb Brown. That ball is stolen. Here come the Pride on the push. It's Javen Price down to, that shot's good if it goes, and they will wave it off. Good work there by Eddie Youngston. He tried to push it ahead to Aiden Price, and the Pride try to get a bucket there as time expired. But time expired without the shot going through the well. It's 38-19 here at halftime. They'll put up 10 minutes on the Long Jeep scoreboard, and we will take a timeout as well. We extend the invitation to stay with us for all of our halftime festivities coming up next. We're watching Tuesday night basketball on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network.
You know the best thing about Raising Cane's? Well, we have fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers. We also have extra long, crinkle-cut fries. Then there's our crisp coleslaw and Texas toast. And, of course, you can't forget about our totally craveable cane sauce. But while all those things are definitely tasty, the best thing about Raising Cane's is simple. We don't make it until you're ready to eat it. Raising Cane's, one love.
Find a location near you by visiting raisingcanes.com.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
Jazz. Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The world is changing. How business gets done is changing. Energy, success, even the face of entrepreneurship is changing. See how we're changing at bankofthewest.com/change. Bank of the West, the bank for a changing world.
With any deposit checking at Bank of the West, you can make any deposit, anywhere, in any amount per statement. And we'll waive your monthly service charge. Any deposit checking from Bank of the West.
Welcome everyone to Grand Canyon University, located here in the sun-soaked city of Phoenix, Arizona, one of the largest and fastest growing universities in this country, while leading a movement of service and leadership with purpose.
If I line up 10 kids today and say, why'd you choose Grand Canyon? 9 out of 10 will say it's the strength of the community.
I wanted to attend affordable Christian university in a place I could truly thrive.
GCU, they opened the door for me when nobody else would.
GCU truly cares about students and alumni and wants to see us change the world.
Grand Canyon University is a champion of inclusion, community, and equal opportunity for all.
This is the College Tour.
Streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the pageant price? I thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
This is the letter I've been telling you about. This letter is for you. From what I hear, you're supposed to be the next Tom Brady. What I'm about to say is important. Never let them call you the next Tom Brady. When they compare you to the GOATs, tune it out. When they say you're a 6th round draft pick, store it away. Compare yourself to nobody but the kid in the mirror. The one who goes all in, all out, and has the crazy confidence to know that who you are today is just a piece of who you're going to become. This letter's for that you, the one no one will see coming. Sincerely, Tom.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
We welcome you back inside Frank Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Casteel High. Kevin Derryberry with you on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. 38-19 as we begin our second half. And scoring the first basket of the second half is Aiden Schmidt. He has a game-high 12 points now. Does Aiden? I spoke with Coach Winter just before he brought his team out for the second half, and I asked him what he liked about his team in the first half. He liked the energy, he liked the defensive pressure. He thought they caused some turnovers with their pressure. And he just said, hey, if we continue to value the rock and take care of the basketball and just play things out here in the second half, they should be okay, and they should be able to put this one in the win column. And I know for Coach Price, it's about getting back in this game, trying to find some offensive rhythm, continue to work hard defensively, try to create some turnovers and get some extra possessions and try to close this deficit. Down by 21. 1 minute gone by, quarter number 3. On the drive for Mountain Point, that was Aiden Price, and Aiden Price scores. He now has 7 points. Jaden Price had 10 for Mountain Point. Aiden Price had 5, and Amos with a couple of buckets. Pull-up jump shot to the right of the free throw circle by Newcomb would go. Long rebound out to the Price. That's Jaden Price. He's got 10. And from that short corner, doing a little work on the Casteel Colts. Getting picked up off the deck was Aiden Schmidt. For Casteel, they are winners of 3 of the last 4 games as they take the court here tonight. Free throws up, and it's good. All nylon there for Mountain Point's Jaden Price. Now with 11, 30-22. Next free throw hits the side of the iron. Right off the window and down through the well. 40-23. 6:30 to go. And backcourt, here's Chance. This is a battle within the 5A Santan region. And scoring it Down low, the big fella for the Casteel Colts, that is Caden Zurek. 42-23 on the drive. In the right corner, that was Eddie Youngson. And working around the corner. Matthews steps into a long three, hits the heel in the eye, and the rebound tipping it forward to himself. That's Newcomb. Back out to Chance. To Newcomb once again. He's pushed out of the lane there by Jackson Matthews. Good ball movement there by the Casteel Colts. They're moving the ball faster than the defense to make the plays and going up strong to shoot it. And it looked like it was Nate Coe. And Coach Price thought he had a nice defensive stop there and maybe a block shot to boot, but instead too much contact on Nate Coe, who had 5 points in the opening 16 minutes of action. 6'1" senior guard wearing those light green shoes, maybe a hint of mint, if you will, on the shoes. And getting ready to check back in is Brock Shepard, who had a 3-point shot in the first half. Sitting down here is J.J. Newcomb. J.J. had 9 points in the first 16 minutes for Aaron Wonder's team. Coach Wimmer coached the Chaparral Firebirds to 2 state runner-ups in the early, I'd say mid-2000s. 2009, 2010, Chaparral was the state runner-up to Boulder Creek. The Jaguars won it that year behind Randy Walker and Josh Braun. He went to Grand Canyon University, good ball move. And this time the Pride will turn it over. Last touch there by Jackson Matthews. In the following year, it was Chaparral once again falling in that final. They lost to Betty Fairfax that year. So Coach Wimmer was a 2-time finalist and runner-up twice, and Coach Kmar Price, also a 2-time finalist and a state runner-up 2 times over. For Kmar Price, state runner-up in 19 and 20, and 20 and 21. Coach Dwayne Eason led the Pride to a state runner-up in the 6A conference back in 2017 and 18. On the inbound at Schmidt, wanted to get the ball down to Zurich. Good defense that time, displayed by Joseph Lindsay. On the run out, it's the Pride, and with a fast break basket, Mountain Pointe will score it. Javen Price with the basket, he now has 13. There's a steal in backcourt, and taking it in and finishing it with his left hand is Aiden Price. So the Pride getting some good defensive looks here and some good defensive pressure. They come away with some steals. Zurich misses the left hook. Here come the Pride as Amos Price. Push it ahead to Aiden. And Aiden is going to lower the shoulder, and he will lower the boom on the Casteel Colts' Sean Chance. So one thing about Price, he took a chance in this case, and it was a great defensive play there by Sean. Sean Chance takes the charge with 4:38 remaining in the third quarter. It's 44-27. So Williams will check in. Grant Williams wearing number 13. Here comes J.J. Newcomb out of backcourt. In the front court, now he has it. Those yo-yo handles, if you will. They pass it off to Brown. Brown on the drive, and that ball was taken away by Mountain Pointe. With some wild arms and quick hands in there is Joseph Lindsay. And the ball will go out of bounds. Possession to the Casteel Colts. And you can see assistant coach Commander King barking out the instructions for the inbound. The trigger man here is J.J. Newcomb. Quickly to get it to Zurich. Brown down low to Shepard. Back out to Grant Williams. Couple of dribbles. Moves to the center of the court. Now it's J.J. Newcomb. He drives left to the paint. Take it in. Gets hit. Shot's no good. Rebound by Zurich. Put it up and score it. Caden Zurich with the +1 with the follow. And it's now 46-27 as Zurich earns a trip to the foul line with a chance to complete the 3-point play. 46-27. It's the Casteel Colts up by 19 points with Zurich. A make here would make it an even 20 with the lead for the Colts. Free throw is no good. Lindsay with a rebound. Put the ball in the hands of Aiden Price. Up tempo, they go to Jaden Price. In deep to the baseline. Brown will defend him. Putting up a shot and having the shot partially blocked. That was Price, and it's Zurich down low. Ripping the ball away. Into the hands of Newcomb. On the run out. Newcomb into the paint. Good hands again. They go to Shepard on the drive. His shot was blocked from behind. And a very, very nice save by Eddie Youngston. An acrobatic play by the Pride. Here comes the Pride on the fast break. Lindsey steps up, shoot it, and he can't get it. Good look there from about 17 feet away, but the Pride get the offensive rebound. Lindsey's up along. He goes in the up and under, and you have to credit Brown with a great defense to contest that shot by Lindsey. It was the Colts defense on the interior that got that stop. Newcomb from three-point range. Moves left. Now off the dribble, it's Grant Williams. Picking up the dribble. Skipping to Brown. Brown at right wing. He drives in. And the ball is stolen. There's a pickpocket by Amos Price. Here comes Price. He goes in. And his shot is swatted away by J.J. Newcomb. Outstanding defensive play by Newcomb. You talk about a little return to center. Look at this again. Newcomb going high in the air. Look at that swat. Great defensive play by Newcomb, and you can see on that replay, Newcomb's back of his head was up towards the rim area. You talk about some hops. The athleticism runneth over here for Jeremiah J.J. Newcomb. And that brought this place, brought some of those fans and some of that student body up out of their seats. Outstanding defensive play. 46-27. 5 minutes gone by. All by himself, shooting the three is Amos Price, no good. Here comes Newcomb. With speed, Newcomb had the ball poked away and stolen there by Amos Price. Back-to-back steals for the Pride. And on the trail, it's Lindsey. He goes up strong. It's going to be grabbed. And from the indication from David Alvarez, it was Lindsey who got popped in the side of the head. That'll be a personal foul here against the Casteel Colts. 2:45 remaining, quarter number 3. We're watching a special edition of Tuesday Night Basketball on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. It's Lindsey looking up at the front of the rim, spins it off his hands, little dip, lets it go, and the shot's too strong. Checking in for the Pride is Hyman Carter. Carmen will spell Aiden Price. The 5A Santan region looks like this. Higley is 3-0 in region play. Campo Verde is 1-0 in region play. That's who the Casteel Colts get next. Williamsfield at 1-2. Mountain Pointe 0-1, playing their second region game here tonight. Free throw is up and good. And here comes Casteel. Excuse me, that's Jeremiah Newcomb. That ball was stolen there by David Price. 3-point try for Eddie Youngston. Had a good look at it. Lindsey back up strong. Can't get the shot off the side of the iron. Rolls off. They volleyball it around. Lindsey had a crack at it, but the ball's going to be taken away there by Aiden Schmidt. Leave it for the trailer. Newcomb. Hesitation. Drive in. Leave it on the baseline for Braden Sink. And that ball is going to be sent back. And now here is Newcomb playing a little defense again. Well, you know, you see these guys, how much they train and how athletically some of these players are, some of these young student athletes. But you've seen the drill, these box jumps. The guys will just be straight away and they'll jump up on what looks to be about, a crate of boxes about 5 to 6 feet tall. You get the feeling that J.J. Newcomb has mad hops and that he can just get up and stand on one of those 6-foot boxes. Just going straight up. Mass amounts of athleticism. Free throw is good by Price. 46-30. Pride within 16. 2:12 to go. They now put some full court pressure on. Out of backcourt, here's Nako. Almost poked away from him momentarily by Jaden Price. It's Cole on the right side, picking up his dribble to the corner. Rising fire. Schmidt's three is no good. And Jaden Price gathers it in. He'll bring across the timeline himself. At right wing, handing the ball now was Youngston. Working around the perimeter, down to the corner, to the back to Price. Again, good ball movement here for the Pride. Driving to the free throw line, picking up his dribble. Now working the left side. Here is Carter in deep. They go to, there's a tip up by Price. Another look at it for Youngston. He can't get it. There seems to be a lid on top of the rim here for the Mountain Pointe Pride. And now behind the action, we're going to get a whistle here from David Alvarez. It'll be a foul on Mountain Pointe. And credit Casteel working the boards. Aiden Schmidt, one of those guys down there banging bodies around. And we will get a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here. For Mountain Pointe, Their next contest will be against Casa Grande at Casa Grande. They'll play that game Thursday night at Casa Grande High School. So for Mountain Pointe, they will play 4 consecutive games, all in the 5A Santan region. So it's do or die time. When I talked to Kmart Price between the games, say, hey, we need one tonight. We really do need one. So it's Casteel, Casa Grande. Check that. That is indeed right. Casa Grande and the conference in the region. Campo Verde, then Williamsfield. Not Campo Verde once again. Higley, Casteel at their place, Casa Grande and Williamsfield. So when you look at the heart of the schedule here, the Pride will play the remainder of their games in the 5A Santan region. One thing for Coach Price's team we've kind of figured out. They show up, they're ready to play, they're going to play in the game for 4 quarters. But if they show up and they start slow, and they have had a couple games where they started slow. They lost the very first game of the season to Peoria, 100-53. That's a minus 47. They got beat by 40 to Millennium. There's a shot by Coe, and he left a little bit short. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Coe, and it will be possession to the Pride. So on the court for AW, he has Nate Coe, Grant Williams, Sean Chance, Aiden Schmidt, and Caden Zurich. Little 2-3 zone for Casteel. There's a 3-point goal from the left wing. That's Edwin Youngston. He gets this one to drop. And now it's 46-33. The Pride have come back here in this third quarter. Final minute of action here in quarter number 3. On the drive is Grant Williams. He dribbles into a trio of traffic, and the 3 black shirts are there to tie up the 1 white shirt. In this case, it's Grant Williams. On the court for the Pride is Joseph Salcido. Salcido was in the mix on that last trip down, and those guys were banging bodies. 52.2, it's Newcomb on the inbound. It's the ball in the hands of Aiden Schmidt. I don't know if he wanted to get it to Aiden Schmidt. He was trying to go outside to Brock Shepard. To the corner. Here's Coe on the drive for the trailer, and the trailer is Aiden Schmidt, and he'll drop it right in at the top of the rim into the well. 48-33, good ball movement, outstanding dime from Nate Coe, and the finish by Aiden Schmidt. Double digits in scoring, he's got 12 plus. At left wing, the show, and it's Price. And there is Newcomb working the baseline. For Jeremiah, I mentioned the 847 all-purpose yards, but he caught 35 passes for 516 yards and 5 touchdowns. Well, that man right there handled the basketball. He is a talent. Of course, his dad played at the University of Nebraska. Tom Osborne is the man. Shepard's 3 left it short. Rebound along falls into the hands of Carter. Carter pulls up his dribble. Time expires at the end of 3 quarters as the Pride unable to get a shot off. We have played 3 quarters here in Queen Creek, Arizona, the home of the Casteel Colts. As we move to the 4th and final stanza, our score, Casteel 48, Mountain Pointe 33. You're watching a special edition of the Zone 48 Broadcast Network on Tuesday night, right here in Queen Creek.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing, and we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking? Open the window. Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
We welcome you back inside Frank Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Casteel High School. Kevin Berry here with you on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. 48-33, the Pride did a nice job there to get back in this game in that third quarter. turning up the dial with that defensive pressure. They're able to get some extra possessions. And now they're working the ball outside the perimeter. Nice job here for the Mountain Point Pride, led by their head coach, Kmar Price. And Kmar, the great thing about Kmar, he's an alum of Mountain Point. Straight away, three wouldn't go for Jaden Price. Grabbing a rebound in the corner was Brock Shepard. Here comes J.J. Newcomb in between the circles. Bouncing to the left side for Aiden Schmidt. Puts the ball on the deck, go in strong. Working on Salcedo this time. Out left wing, it's Nate Coe. Coe had 5 first half points. Coe behind the dribble. Lost the handle on it. Hits it back. Works the baseline. Newcomb. His runner is good. That is a pretty shot from J.J. Newcomb. Now in double digits with 11 for J.J. The runner from the baseline, all nylon. That was a gorgeous shot. 50-33. There's the runner for the baseline. The other way, it's Amos Price. And this time he's not as fortunate. Doesn't get the silky smooth shot in the finish. But there was a foul called against Casteel as Caden Zurich lobbies with Johnny Price, AIA official. Mountain Point Pride program founded back in 1991. The Pride trailed 38-19 at halftime. It's now 50-33. And returning to the floor here for the Pride is Aiden Price. Jaden Price had 10 points to lead the way for the Pride in that first half. For Mountain Point back in 2022, which is just last year, the Pride took on Corona del Sol in the first round of the 6A state championship tournament. They knocked off the Aztecs 64-46. Then they took on Boulder Creek. And it was the Jags, the upstart Jags, Roland McKenzie and company. It was Boulder Creek with the upset. The 12th seed knocked off Mountain Point 54-44. Perry went on to win the state championship, but in the 6A state championship in 2021, it was Sunny Slope winning. Ray Portillo, there's a 3-point basket from top of the arc. Aiden Schmidt, check that, was a 2. As we were looking at some numbers, there's a steal by Newcomb. Newcomb looks up to the front of the rim, hesitates, drives in, shoots it, and can't get the shot. But you look at the athleticism for Newcomb. He's got some tremendous handles with the rock. The quicks are off the charts. He can shoot the jump shot. He's 5'11", 175, just a junior. Poured in 28 points in a game recently. And that was a 76-64 impressive win for Casteel. And that win was over Desert Mountain right here inside the barn. Inside Frank Fletcher Gymnasium. And one other interesting note here. Congratulations to Ryan Ridnour, the athletic director here, and head coach Aaron Windler, and this basketball program as they picked up program win number 100 against Williamsfield. The last time out, that was an 81-53 W. And there's Price scoring it down low, 52-36. There's a shot from the left side, right in front of the Colts bench. Nate Coe had a good look, shot wouldn't go. And we're going to get a foul called on the Pride, loose ball foul in this case. Iman Carter commits the infraction. One other note there, going back to Mountain Point, runner-up in 2021 in the 6A state championship. Back in 2020, they also fell to the top-seeded Desert Vista Thunder, 75-55. Mountain Point was 11 seed. It was the first year of Kmart Price and the success they would eventually have at Mountain Point. Free throw up and good for Kate Zurich. Zurich now with 4 points. Mountain Point with 19-3 last year. And Taylor won the 6A Central Region. They were Central Region champions. And as I mentioned, they eventually bowed out in the quarterfinals to the Boulder Creek Jaguars. Free throw wouldn't go, preserved. They volleyball around and coming away with the basketball is the Mount Point Pride. That is Aiden Price. Good ball movement as they work it around the arc. Price on the drive, gets in, hang it up, and score. Outstanding basket. Aiden Price hangs and hits for Mount Point, 53-38. Pride will not go away. It's chance on the far side. Hand it off to Brock Shepard. Now it's Coe. Take it in right of the paint, go in deep, and he's going to be grabbed and fouled. So Coe will earn a trip to the foul line. He'll have a couple of chances at the stripe. And I believe they're going to whistle Aiden Price for the foul. It sets you up here with the foul trouble. For Mount Point, 18 fouls for Pride, 15 fouls for the Casteel Colts. Unfortunately, they don't put the individual fouls up on the Longwood scoreboard, so we'll do our best to stay with it. Casteel trying to pick up their 5th win of the season here inside Frank Fletcher Gymnasium. Coe's next free throw, that one's good. 54-38, 5:36 to go in this one. Kingston shot no good, left it short. Grabbing the rebound there was Aiden Schmidt. One and done on that shot from Mountain Point. Pride needing some stops. We look for a stop here from Iman Carter. Out front, it's Chance. Back to Schmidt. Hesitation. Drive in. His shot was sent back. That's a good defensive play by the Pride. Javen Price with the block shot. Pulling up inside the free throw line and hitting that soft jumper was Aiden Price. From 14 feet away, gets it to go. And the game is now 54-40. Casteel with the lead. It's a 14-point advantage. Coe behind the back. Just past the timeline here inside the gym. It's Coe working on Edward Youngston, and now we're going to get a whistle here. For Kmar Price, he picked up career win number 50 in a 64-46 dub over Cornville Soul. So congratulations to Coach Kmar Price for picking up his 50th win. In fact, Coach Price is 58-29 in his 4 years at Mount Point. Free throw by Coe, no good. Grabbing the rebound for Mount Point is Carter. Put the ball in the hands of the streaking Javen Price. And that wild shot is no good. Last touch by Casteel. And preparing to trigger it in for the Pride is Eddie Youngston. He surveys, has it high over his head, continues to survey, gets the ball into the paint to Price. He'll go up and shoot it from baseline and hit it from about 8 feet away. Nice basket there by Aiden Price. Coach Wimler has seen enough. He wants to take the timeout and talk things over. 4:41 remaining in the 4th quarter. All score. The Colts 54, the Pride 42. You're watching Tuesday Night Basketball on a special edition of the Zone 48 Broadcast Network.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath?
No? Who is that guy?
Call it quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We welcome you back inside Frank Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Casteel High School. Bringing you tonight all the action on the Zone 48 broadcast network. Don't forget, tune in on the 3rd day of February as the Peoria Panthers will play host to the Deer Valley Skyhawks. This one's baseball down to Newcomb, and Newcomb goes up strong, and the ball was sent back. Well, you looked at Wade Schmidt playing quarterback for just a second, doing his best jury impersonation there, and it was Newcomb on the fly route, and as Newcomb looked for that basketball over his shoulder, made a nice catch, adjusted with the basketball, and then went up, and the ball was taken off of his hands, and that was a turnover for Newcomb and company. 54-42, 4:30 to go. Mount Point continuing to cling on to life here. And at the stripe is Caleb Brown. 8 points in the first half for the big fella. With a 6'6", 210-pound junior. A little dip, a little whip, and gets the grip. 55-42. Well-played game here for Casteel. Mountain Pointe has played a little sluggish at times, but they have picked things up here in the second half defensively, and that's led to some offense. Just like they drew it up. It's all about winning the battle on the boards, create turnovers for transition offense, and limit the Colts' three-point shooting. Limit the Colts on the corner. In the corner now, here is Price. Amos Price, Aiden Price, Jaden Price. The three of them. And that ball is going to be, it's Newcomb who went up in the air and grabbed that rebound. And on the way down, Newcomb got fouled. So with 4:09 remaining, the Casteel Colts will be in a double bonus the rest of the way. 10 team fouls for Mountain Pointe. I see the name Bobby Laser, realtor here with ProSmart Realty. You got to go back to the days. I think Bobby Laser played a little basketball for Arizona State University. If memory serves, a local product, Bobby Laser. At least a local product now. Next free throw by JJ is first one is good, second one's on the way, lets it fly, great ball rotation, nothing but nylon from JJ Newcomb, and the Casteel Colts student body that's here, letting JJ know how appreciative they are. And now there's a near steal by JJ. Again, the hops. It's JJ, he wanted it more. It's 2-on-1. JJ to Coe, and he couldn't get the shot. Thought there was a whistle, but no whistle. And continuing with the effort was Caleb Brown. He goes up strong and gets the finish. A second effort in there by Caleb Brown. Outstanding basket there by the Casteel Colts. 60-42. Lead back up by 18. There's a pass that's picked off and stolen. Excellent read by Aiden Schmidt to take down Coe on his way in. Can't get the shot. Brown with the follow. The putback is up and good. And it's 62-42. Colts up by 20. Good defense again there by Schmidt. Colts played some great defense on the other end. On the drive of Price. His jump stop. His shot was contested there by Coe and Aiden Schmidt. JJ up ahead in the front court. Put the ball in the hands of Nate Coe. Over to Newcomb. Move right now, go back left to Aiden Schmidt. Schmidt puts the ball in the hands of Newcomb. Step inside the arc, let it fly and knock it down. How about an 18-foot jump shot? Nothing but the cylinder and the drop right through the well. We call it bottoms up. 64-42. JJ Newcomb putting on a show here on this Tuesday night. We'll take a timeout. 2:56 remaining. It's all Colts at 64-42 in the Pride. We're watching a special edition of the Zone 48 Broadcast Network on Tuesday night.
The world is changing. How business gets done is changing. Energy, success, even the face of entrepreneurship is changing. See how we're changing at bankofthewest.com/change. Bank of the West, the bank for a changing world.
With any deposit checking at Bank of the West, you can make any deposit, anywhere, in any amount per statement. And we'll waive your monthly service charge. Any deposit checking from Bank of the West.
Nice conversation with the Casteel Colts athletic director, Mr. Ridnow. Ryan Ridnow. Met Ryan back in the day over at Boulder Creek. Then he went to Desert Edge, and then from Desert Edge out here to Casteel. One of the good guys. Schmidt with the left-handed count the bucket, and he was fouled on the play. Easy basket. The Pride could not get back in transition, and running the floor with the Casteel Colts. It's Newcomb. And that man at the stripe right there, Aiden Schmidt, having himself a whale of an evening. And we're talking about the previous regime off the air with the head coach, Coach Houston, here at Casteel, Brett Houston, I believe. On the baseline, good defense again by the Colts. Wherever the Pride trying to go, there's a white shirt waiting for him. And clogging up the lanes. Here is Price. Ball stolen there by Newcomb. And Newcomb will bounce it into the front court, into the hands of Mr. Coe. 2:16 to go, 67-42. Casteel looking to pick up their 12th win of the year. Here's Schmidt. 21 seconds to shoot. Skipping across to Coe. Coe on the baseline, goes in strong, he's going to be grabbed and fouled. A lot of body that time from Javen Price. For the Pride, in the last 10 years, they have an even record of 160 and 100. In that 10-year span, they've had 2 20-plus win campaigns. And you think about the age of Casteel, their basketball program only being 7 years old, and for Mountain Pointe, they've been around since 1991. But for Coach Price, he's the 5th head coach in 10 years for Mountain Pointe. And for Coach Windler, he's the 2nd coach in 7 years for Casteel. Very different demographics and landscape very different, but and of course the time for Newcomb, his night is over. He will sit down. And checking in here for Casteel is Owen McFarland. So it's McFarland, Aiden Schmidt, Caleb Brown, Sean Chance, and Aiden Bate. That's who's on the court for Aaron Winter's team. It's Price down low. They go to Edward Youngston, and Youngston up over the defense, getting the shooter's touch. Ball off the side of the cylinder and dropping it through the well, 69-44. 1:33 remaining. Good handles out front there by Bate. To the corner, 3 try, off the heel of the eye, no good for Abe Schmidt. Rebound controlled by the Casteel Colts. Schmidt all by himself, a little short corner shot, the little bunny, as he collects the pass and then turns around and lays it in to the side of the goal. There's a floater for Price, it wouldn't go. Rebound comes out long. Price gets it back. Good save there by Marcel Shipp, and the extra effort doesn't go. When I see the name Marcel Shipp, I immediately think of the Arizona Cardinals, one of their outstanding running backs. And there's the finger roll from Aiden Schmidt. Good look on the pass from Sean Chance. And now we're going to get a timeout taken on the court. 51.4 seconds to go. Somebody took a timeout to get some bodies on the court. But Marcel Shipp, if that is indeed Marcel's son, Marcel, outstanding runner for the Cardinals back in the day. I want to say that Marcel was one of the 30. That's just going from memory. I could be wrong on that. In for fun, let us know where you're watching tonight's game from. Globally speaking, hit me at KDB Voice on Twitter and let us know where you're watching tonight's game from. Hit us with the hashtag roll call. Roll call, Queen Creek. Shot wouldn't go. Good look from Marcel Shipp. Rebound here to Casteel. Pulling up at the free throw line and scoring it off the glass. For the Casteel Colts is Owen McFarland. And the student body here at Casteel rejoicing after that shot by McFarland. Using the window, the kiss, as they say. Owen McFarland, 75-44. Coach Winters says that's enough. 14 seconds to go. These two teams will square off again at Mountain Pointe High School here in short order. And scoring it is Aiden Bates. Everybody gets on the sheet here tonight. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, the heave, and that shot is no good for Reggie Jackson. What an outstanding name, Reggie Jackson. Our final score here this evening from Frank Fletcher Gymnasium. The Casteel Colts win at 77-44, and they now are 12-8 on the campaign, and they are 3-1 in the 5A Santan region. And momentarily, Casteel is just a half game behind the Higley Knights for the top spot in the 5A Santan region, a region that looks attainable for Coach Windler's club. for Mountain Pointe. They fall here tonight. They're now 8-9, and they are under 500. They are 0-2 in the 5A Santan region, and they have lost their 6th consecutive game here for Kmart Price. So Mountain Pointe struggling here just a little bit. Again, this is a perennial power, a fantastic program led by Kmart Price. Under the direction, the Pride have been very, very competitive. And here tonight, it just didn't go so well. But again, they lost some big-time players. We start thinking about Mark Brown and True Washington and company. Once again, our final score here as Casteel wins at 77-44. We will take a short break and we will try to catch up with Coach Whitman. If not, that might be it here, but we will pay a couple of bills and wrap things up right after this. You're watching a special edition of Zone 48 Broadcast Network here on Tuesday night.
Welcome everyone to Grand Canyon University, located here in the sun-soaked city of Phoenix, Arizona, one of the largest and fastest growing universities in this country, while leading a movement of service and leadership with purpose.
I line up 10 kids today and say, why'd you choose Grand Canyon? 9 out of 10 will say it's the strength of the community.
I wanted to attend an affordable Christian university in a place I could truly thrive.
GCU, they opened the door for me when nobody else would.
GCU truly cares about students and alumni and wants to see us change the world.
Grand Canyon University is a champion of inclusion, community, and equal opportunity for all.
This is the College Tour.
Streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Crew here tonight for my guy Greg Jones. I'm Kevin Berry. It's been a pleasure to be with you here courtside here at Casteel High School, where the Colts win at 77-44, and Aaron Winter's team now at 12-8, and for Coach Winter picking up career win number 26 here for the Colts. Of course, he coached at Chaparral Mountain Point, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. For our outstanding broadcast crew, we thank you all very much for your support. Until next time, so long for now.